Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here, and welcome to everybody joining us on live stream as well. We're in for a real treat tonight as we begin with our Slichot service with this concert featuring Chava and Mirel. After the concert, please join us in the Finger Chapel foyer for our reception, and then we'll be back in the room at 9:30 for our Slichot service led by our rabbis, Chava Mirel and Cantor as well. Chava Morel, for those of us who didn't get the chance to enjoy her last night or this morning, and even if you did, she's incredible. And she's a national touring singer, guitarist, composer, recording artist, spiritual leader, activist, and Grammy Award winner as well in her collaborations. Performing in folk, world music, jazz, and other genres, she imbues her music with the universal themes of hope, caring, connection, inclusion, women's and environmental issues. Highly sought after for collaborations and recordings, Hava is known for her rich, luxurious vocals, lush harmonies, and rhythmic phrasing. From electrifying concerts to engaging educational sessions like this morning's, to inimitable spiritual experiences like we had last night, she connects to community with love and compassion. Hava exhibits ease and fluency in an expansive array of musical styles. She has toured and recorded with a spectrum of artists, from Reggie Watts to punk icon Ari Up. Celebrated as a singer-songwriter, world music, and jazz artist, Hava has been featured vocalist for global jazz fusion band Duende Libre, whose last album, Drift, was the recipient of the Golden Ear Award for Best Recording in the Northwest. Hava has also played keyboards with the legendary reggae artist Clinton Fearon from the Gladiators. An award-winning Jewish music composer, Hava provides outstanding artist-in-residence services at congregations from coast to coast, as we have been enjoying this weekend. She has sung with luminaries Dan Nichols and Julie Silver on the plenary stage at the URJ's biennial conventions, and her compositions have been included in compilations and songbooks throughout the Jewish world. She's a recent alumnus of Hadar Institute's Rising Song Fellowship, and her voice has been featured on multiple recordings by other musical artists that have gained popularity across the denominations. And if you just Google her or find her on iTunes, you can get all of her music. Hava's newest album, Source of Love, is a collection of songs set to prayers from the Jewish liturgy and new songs with universal themes that encourage the listener to seek a better future by focusing on nature, family, and spirituality. In early 2019, Hava released Into the Light, a dreamy and deeply personal reinterpretation of the Great American Songbook. Her first single, a cover of Alice in Chains' Wood, has received critical acclaim and international radio play. In between her demanding schedule of recording, live performances, and synagogue residencies, Chava enjoys nature at home in Seattle in the beautiful Pacific Northwest with her husband and son. And I had the pleasure a few years ago to meet Chava at the Association of Reformed Jewish Educators National Conference in Seattle, where I witnessed firsthand her just powerful presence, her music, and her educational leadership. So without further ado, please help me welcome Chava Mirel.
Thank you so much, David, and thank you to everyone for being here tonight, whether you're here in the room or on the stream. It's just an honor to be with you and celebrate life together. So I always start with a deep breath. You can join me if you want. Spread it in a river of blessing. Spread it in this moment now togetherness and still apartness. We've learned how to spread blessings with just a glance, with just a smile, with just a click of a Zoom link. So let's take a moment to let any blessings that we have to offer to ourselves, to each other, to the world, let's let those blessings rise up in our hearts. And you can link your blessings to mine as I sing these words for all of us. May we be blessed under the wings of divine compassion, and may we be safe in the embrace of everlasting love. Come all of you, come all of us, spread some love and kindness. Come all of you, come all of us, spread some love and kindness. Thank you. Thank you so much. I feel very moved. You know, I'm starting to tear up even just to be in a room with other people and get to give blessings to each other right here in person. It's just, it's a miracle, you know, and I hope that I never take it for granted again. I hope that we have many opportunities to experience the wonder of just being together. And so, on that note, it takes presence to notice the miracles. And we talked about it this morning when we were doing Torah study. We were talking about our daily miracles, the miracles of every day, you know, just being able to stand, just being able to come into the temple, you know, something that we were able to do for so long, and then it got taken away from us, and that was when we realized how important it is. So that's something that we can do with all of our blessings if we're really present. And so in this month, leading up to Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, as we are searching our souls and taking account of all of our experiences and our feelings and everything we've been through, it takes presence, really. And so I invite everyone to give yourself a break this year. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to be so hard on myself these holidays as I have been in the past, because I need a break. So I offer everyone that, and that we can just kind of just be. Let us just be. And in Hebrew, you know, there's no actual spoken name for God. We always use metaphors. We can see the letters written on the page, the 4 letters, Yud, He, Vav, He, they call it the tetragrammaton. So we don't have a pronunciation for it. But within those 4 letters is the verb to be in all the conjugations, Haya, Hoveh, Yihiyeh. So being is really kind of another synonym for God. And if you switch those letters around to another form of being, it becomes being, Havaya. It's an ancient name for God, another metaphor for God. So I like to use that because it helps me to remember that just being in itself is holy. And so I'm going to sing from Psalm 27. I sang this last night at the service. Rabbi introduced it so beautifully. If you could have only one wish, what would it be? And my wish is to be in the presence of the moment so that I can witness the holiness that exists at every moment. Adonai שאלתי אותה אבקש, אחת שאלתי מאת הוויה, אחת שאלתי אותה אבקש, שבתי Feel free to just breathe. I know it's like you want to clap, but like you don't have to clap. And I like to drag out that shh at the end because, there's certain sounds that we can make to soothe ourselves. Have you ever learned this through brain science? We have a mammalian brain system. That's part of our that we're mammals. And part of being a mammal is that we have this soothing system because we have to be parented for so long when we're children. All mammals, they can't just be born and run off like some other species. They have to be parented for a long time. So we respond to soothing. Well-being gets released in us. And one of the soothing sounds is shh. So let's all try it. Let's just do it. Shh. Okay, another soothing sound is this sound right here. So let's try that one. And another soothing sound is like if you take a deep breath and you sigh it out. So I did this earlier today because I was feeling nervous, and so I made those sounds to myself. It's something that I do with the kids. It's the 3 sounds of Shema, the 3 sounds of the word Shema. And so there's so much wisdom in our tradition, even just in one letter. Even if you just take one letter, there's so much wisdom in it. And it reminds me of some of my mentors and people who I never even got to meet, but who were mentors of mine. And it reminds me of my mentor, Debbie Friedman, Zichrona Livracha. We sang her beautiful Shema last night at the service. And I'd like to sing a song that she wrote. You might know it. It's called Lechilach, To a Land That I Will Show You. And I just want to honor her because I'm standing here because of her. As a woman who writes music, there's a whole field because of Debbie Friedman. And there's a whole cantorial school because of Debbie Friedman. The school existed, but now it's named after Debbie Friedman. Anyway, it's just an honor to receive that kind of Torah from my predecessors, and so I want to pass it on. And we keep returning back to the land. sing in Debbie's key. Just take a breath. The breath can be the clap. Because it's kind of like a service / concert, so, we'll stick with like the prayerfulness of it all. And another great mentor of mine, who I haven't had a chance to meet personally, but I did get to messenger on Facebook with, is the composer Nurit Hirsh. Now, you may never have heard the name Nurit Hirsh before, but you have heard the works of Nurit Hirsh because you've sung Oseh Shalom Bimromav. And she wrote that. Now, a lot of people think that song came from Sinai. And the Hasidic people think that Karl Bach wrote it, so. But he didn't. It was written by Nurit Hirsh, and she was in her 20s in Israel, and she was a kid, and she wrote the song that everybody sings all over the world. It became like the anthem of our people. There wasn't really a very popular Oseh Shalom that was sung in services. It's like the end of the Kaddish. So it wasn't like a big, tune. But she wrote this melody for it that has so many emotions in it. And so I paid tribute to her because she wrote the song from Sinai, So I'd love it if we would sing it together. Oseh Shalom Bimromav. Oseh Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imru Amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. It's really beautiful to hear us all singing that together. And thank you. And I do believe that every time we gather, we should always sing for peace together because it's so powerful. One of us wanting peace is one thing, but for us all to want peace at the same time, it feels like there's a transformation happening. Now, a couple other things about that song. Sometimes I go to different nursing homes, and I go to the memory care unit. People who do not know their own name know that song. So that's powerful. And another thing about that song is sometimes people say to me, you and your friends don't write an Oseh Shalom. We already have an Oseh Shalom. You write all the other prayers. Of course I wrote an Oseh Shalom. So I'm going to sing you my Oseh Shalom now. And you should all write one too, because we should all, just like Nurit Hirsh, she contributed to the canon. And she changed our people, so we could all do that in our own way. And I know that a lot of you here have done that. But in your leadership roles, or just by being a good community member, showing up here, you're changing the future of our people. And so this is, even though Oseh Shalom does not ask for peace, it says that there will be peace. But in this version, I'm going to ask for peace, and I'm going to ask for anything that I have a longing for the greater good. And you can think of something too, whatever word you can kind of sub your word out for peace, because there's a lot of things that we need. And the longings of our heart for the greater good of humanity are potent. So we should allow ourselves to long. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yoshvei tevel v'yimeru amen v'yimeru amen v'yimeru amen v'yimeru amen. And may we find peace, and may we find peace, and may we find peace, amen. And may we find love, and may we find love, and may we find love, amen. Amen, 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 amen. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yoshvei tevel v'yimeru amen v'yimeru amen v'yimeru amen v'yimeru amen. And may we find peace, and may we find peace, and may we find peace, amen. And may we find love, and may we find love, and may we find love, amen. Amen, 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 Thank you. I have to give it up for the sound people in this building. Sound people, you are magnificent. Like, you are, I've never been to a building like this before. Yeah, clergy team, you are also magnificent. Yes. And David Scott, get your own shout out. You are an amazing person. Unbelievable. And also, Cantor Richard Cohn, it's such an honor to get to work with you. God. And Mark, there's no category for you. You're off the charts. It's just, you're an amazing person and an amazing musician. So thank you so much. You all know that this place is like no other place. You all already knew that, but I didn't know before I came. So thanks for letting me in on the secret. Okay, I still have a little time left. And now that I've been singing for a while, let's take a moment to shake it out, get a little loose, take your hands out and just go like that. Because I don't want it to get too formal. We do have a service later, and it's going to be more formal. So right now, we don't have to be as formal. So if you have any requests, I'm going to sing for about 25 more minutes, and then we're going to do Havdalah. And I do have some more original songs, but I also kind of, I want to sing the songs that you love. So if you have any requests, don't be shy to just raise your hand and be like, do you know by Mir Bistushane? Because I do know by Mir Bistushane. So I'm going to sing that right now, because I do have a little jazz background. And so I was also influenced by the great Jewish jazz musicians and composers, There are too many to mention and to count, but this is an Andrew Sisters song, and it came from klezmer music, really. If you think about it, a lot of our great jazz music did. And I was also raised in a klezmer band. My dad is a rabbi who had a klezmer band, so they sang this song, and that's why I know it. For all the boys I've known, and I've known some, until I first met you, I was lonesome. And then you came in sight, and my heart grew light, and the whole world seemed new to me. You're really swell, I've got to admit you deserve expressions that really fit you. And so I rack my brain trying to explain all the things that you do to me. By Mir Bistushane, please let me explain. By Mir Bistushane means that you're grand. By Mir Bistushane, again I'll explain. It means you're the fairest in the land. I could say Bella, Bella, even say wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I've tried to explain by Mir Bistushane, so kiss me and say you'll understand. If you know it, sing along. By Mir Bistushane, please let me explain. By Mir Bistushane means that you're grand. By Mir Bistushane, again I'll explain. It means that my heart's at your command. I could say Bella, Bella, even say wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I've tried to explain by Mir Bistushane, so kiss me and say you'll understand. So kiss me and say you'll understand. So kiss me, so kiss me, so kiss me, and say you'll understand. Thank you. Okay.
First, I want to say you are gifted.
2 versions. And I could do either one of them for you because I have them memorized. So I'm going to do, okay. It's the season, my friends. We're doing this. Avinu Malkeinu, Shema Koleinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Chatanu Lefanecha. Avinu Malkeinu, Chamol Aleinu, Ve'al Ol Aleinu, V'tapeinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Kol Dever, V'cherev V'ra'av, Mei Aleinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Kale Kol Tzar, Umastin, Mei Aleinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Chodveinu, Besefer Chaim Tovim. Avinu Malkeinu, Shema Koleinu, Shema Koleinu, Shema Koleinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Chodveinu, Besefer Chaim Tovim. Avinu Malkeinu, Shema Koleinu, Shema Koleinu, Shema Koleinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Onenu Vaneinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Onenu Vaneinu, Ki ein banu ma'asi. Aseh imanu, tzedaka v'chesed. Aseh imanu, tzedaka v'chesed, ve'hoshienu. Aseh imanu, tzedaka v'chesed. Aseh imanu, tzedaka v'chesed, ve'hoshienu. That's a breathe one. Thank you for requesting that. Concert / Rosh Hashanah rehearsal. 2 birds, 1 stone. Yes.
Hatikvah.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, let's sing Hatikvah. Hatikvah is the hope that we have for the future of our people. And it's not just about the land, but it's our people to be free wherever we are. So maybe we should rise. I think we do. Let's rise for Hatikvah. Kol od balev benima, nefesh Yehudi homiyah, ufatei mizrach kadima, ayin letzion Thank you. Beautiful request. Wonderful. You have the greatest repertoire. Okay. And how potent this song is in the past year when our world has narrowed so much, and it felt very precarious. And that it says in this song, Reb Nachman of Wroclaw was quoted as saying, "The whole world is a narrow bridge, and the important thing, the ikar, the important thing is to not be afraid." But, he was quoted elsewhere saying, "The important thing is not to freak yourself out." Because of course you're going to be afraid, but then, we can add, and they call it, in Buddhism, they call it the second arrow, which is that you're already having a difficult situation and then you start freaking out about it, and it makes it worse. And so I think those are very wise words of Reb Nachman, and also the most important thing is you're walking across a narrow bridge, but hold on, find something to hold on to, and find resources to support you in those precarious moments. And we are that to each other. I'm just going to tune for a minute because I think we'll be more well supported by a tuned instrument. And two of my dear close friends each wrote another melody for Gesher Tzar Ma'od very recently. And so I could sing the whole Gesher medley, but let's start with the one that you might already know. Kol haolam kulo Gesher Tzar Me'od, Gesher Tzar Me'od, Gesher Tzar Me'od, Kol haolam kulo Gesher Tzar Me'od, Gesher Tzar Me'od. V'ha'ikar, lo lefached klal. V'ha'ikar, lo lefached klal. Kol ha'olam kulo Gesher Tzar Me'od, Gesher Tzar Me'od, Gesher Tzar Me'od. Kol ha'olam kulo Gesher Tzar Me'od, Gesher Tzar Me'od. V'ha'ikar, lo lefached klal. V'ha'ikar, lo lefached klal. Beautiful. Thank you for that request. This is like what I've been waiting for my whole life, is just to get in a room and just sing songs together. We're coming close to the end of this part of the evening, and so I'm just going to sing a couple more songs that I have prepared, and then I'm going to invite Cantor up to help me with Havdalah, if that's cool, Cantor. I don't want to put you on the spot. Okay, we're good. Okay. 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 I sang this morning at the Torah study, but I'd like to sing it again. This is a prayer for loving kindness, and it's a practice that I try to do whenever I get a chance. I should do it more often, but this is part of loving kindness, is to be loving to myself about not practicing loving kindness more often, So, so it starts with ourselves, and to offer ourself well-being. What a concept, It's hard to do. It's very easy, as I said before, it's easy to offer it to someone else that you care about. Those feelings just flow. But when it comes to ourselves, we do have a lot of negative self-talk in our culture. Oh, I should have done it differently. I just messed that thing up and just never get it right. That kind of thing. That's just like how we talk to ourselves in our culture. It's not just me, I know. So we practice saying, may I be well. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I feel good. May I be healthy, It feels a little awkward at first. Sing it to yourself. So that's why I practice. If you want to, you can put your hand on your heart. Or if you don't want to and you want to be super casual about it, just put your hand on your lap. And no one will know. And then in the middle of this song, I put in the priestly blessing, but I changed it from the way it's phrased in the Torah, because in the Torah, a priest is asking God's blessing on another person. But in the way that it's the language of it, they're all men. God is a man, the priest is a man, and the person that they're asking to bless is a man. So I changed it so that it's a blessing for all of us. I changed the pronoun so it says to us. And I changed it so that the God in this song, the face of God that I'm singing to is Shekhinah, which is the divine dwelling presence of God. And so I'm asking Shekhinah to bless us all with the same kind of language as the priestly blessing, but just a little adapted. And we can offer this blessing to ourselves. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well, healthy and strong. May I be safe and protected. May I be peaceful and calm. Now we imagine a loved one and we can send this blessing out to them. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well, healthy and strong. May you be safe and protected. May you be peaceful and calm. Tevarchenu yashchina v'tishmerenu. Loving kindness, may we be well, healthy and strong. May we be safe and protected. May we be peaceful and calm. Thank you. Okay, and this is my last personal blessing for us, for each of us. This is for each individual. I wish, I pray that each of us may feel our own worthiness of receiving love, of just being alive, that we just can feel okay just being who we are naturally, and that we just accept ourselves. That's my wish for everyone. That's my wish for myself too. And so I even wrote a song about it. That's how strongly I feel about it. And so may each of us feel worthy of receiving love and know that we are always surrounded by infinite love at all times. Love. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to invite my dear friend, Cantor Cohn, up to lead Havdalah. We haven't practiced this, but we both know it. D minor?
Any minor.
Okay, I'm going to go C minor then.
Oh.
Split the difference.
Any minor that you'd love is a good minor for us. Let's give I know you were going for all the breathing, but how about a really nice round of applause for
Thank you. Thank you. Aww. Thank you. Please
now
be
it's
seated.
okay to just breathe.
Just breathe. You know, Cantor and I released a song, a single together this year. Our new single. It's not on iTunes, but you can ask us about it, and we'll let you know.
I'm good.
Okay.
Not good.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. It's so hard to say goodbye to Shabbat when Shabbat ends, this beautiful day filled with peace and rest and joy. But we're blessed to have a transitional ceremony that makes it a little sweeter and a little easier to say goodbye to Shabbat with the beautiful candle, the sweet wine, and the fragrant spices to awaken our souls to the work that lies ahead. The candle is reluctant to say goodbye to Shabbat. We understand. Oh, so beautiful.
להבדיל בין קודש לכל, חטאותינו ימחול. זרעינו וכספינו ירבה כחול, וככוכבים בלילה. שבוע טוב, 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 שבוע טוב. A good week, a week of peace, may gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace, may gladness reign and joy increase. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Bimhera Yaminu, Yavo Eleinu, B'Mashiach ben David, B'Mashiach ben David, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Shavua Tov. Shavua Tov.
Wow. I love leading with you. My friends, we are now passing it over to David.
Shavua Tov, everyone, and let's do another round of applause for Chava, Morel, and cantor. You can see why we wanted to bring her to Houston, and we all needed this tonight, didn't we? It was really wonderful. Thank you. Please join us in the foyer, the chapel foyer, for refreshments. We'll be returning here in about 30 minutes for our slichot service. Thank you, everybody, for coming.